Hello students, welcome to Daily English Homework. Let's take a look at the homework today. It says write 3 sentences using technically. Technically is the word we're going to focus on today. I'm going to talk about 3 meanings, and I promise you by the end of this video you will know how and when to use this word, but you have to prove it to me that you know how and when to use this word by writing 3 sentences using that word. So write those 3 sentences after the video, after you watch the video, and please check spelling, spacing, and punctuation. So fix up your sentence nice before you give it to the teacher. If you have spelling mistakes, I will not check it. Post your homework in the comments section. So I will check it in a day or two. And this homework is open to everyone. So it is free. If you are watching me right now, yes, I expect you to do this homework. Watch the video, do the homework every day. All right, let's get into the words. So we have technically, the first usage technically is an adverb. Now, this video will focus on technically as an adverb, but I should mention that it is more common as an adjective, technical. These are the skills specifically needed for a job, sport, art, etc. So specific skills we can call technical skills. So for example, I make a video here, I'm making a video, and then after I make the video, I have to edit the video. So I need a lot of skills on how to do this. These are not common skills. Not everyone knows how to film a video, edit a video. So I could say these are technical skills, very specific skills for this job. All right, so in my sentence, she is a technically brilliant piano player. Okay, so she plays the piano and she knows all the technical skills needed to play the piano. I guess she knows how to sit, she knows how to move her fingers, the timing, all the little skills she needs to play the piano. And if I'm saying she's technically brilliant, that means she's perfect at these skills and a great piano player. All right, so that's the first usage of technically, referring to the skills needed. Number 2 here, technically, connected with the use of machines in science and industry. So let's look at our example sentence. Korea is a technically advanced society. So if you see technically advanced, that's a common expression there. Technically advanced, that just means this society uses a lot of technology. So they're using machines, devices, and science, and their society is progressing. So I think Korea and especially Japan are technically advanced societies. So they use a lot of machines and AI and sometimes robots, so a very high technology. So we can call them technically advanced. They're using machines very well. That's the second meaning. Now that brings us to the third and last meaning I'm going to talk about, and I'm going to spend most of this time on this meaning because this is the meaning that students have a lot of confusion about, and it is the hardest one to teach because it's usually more of a spoken expression. Let's talk about it, okay? I'll do my best to teach this one. So technically, our third meaning here, to emphasize the exact meaning, fact, law, or rule. So you want to emphasize the truth, the meaning, the real meaning, the fact, the law, the rule. You want to emphasize the exact meaning. Although it is not followed, so that rule or fact might not be followed, or the best sense of the situation. Now, okay, this is getting confusing. So you want to emphasize the exact meaning, but that meaning is not followed or the best sense of the situation. Okay, so this is a little confusing explanation. Let's just jump to an example sentence, and this will help you understand. And I'm going to talk about myself. So if I said the sentence, Robin is technically Canadian. Now, this technically is not talking about number one. It's not talking about skills. And it's not talking about the second meaning, about technology. So this is talking about the fact, the truth. So Robin is technically Canadian. So we're using it to emphasize the exact truth. Robin is Canadian. That is true. So I'm using it to emphasize Robin is technically Canadian. So it is true, but. So let's take a look at these notes. Robin was born in Canada. Yes, I'm Robin. Robin has a Canadian passport. Yes, I have a Canadian passport. So these two things make me Canadian. There's no question. I am Canadian. I do not have another passport. But, Robin hasn't lived in Canada for over 20 years. I haven't lived in Canada for over 20 years. Robin is not up to date on Canadian news, politics, or issues. So I really don't know what's happening in Canada these days. I don't know. I don't know what's happening about the news or politics or any other issue. I don't know. So when we say Robin is technically Canadian, we are saying it is true he is Canadian, but Robin is 100% Canadian, technically. But, so this but is big here. In a sense, he is not 100% Canadian. So, are you confused? I am Canadian 100%, but I'm different, right? I'm not the same as other Canadians. I haven't lived in Canada. I do not know about Canada. So, in a certain sense, I am not 100% Canadian anymore. All right. So, this is the technical truth, the fact, but there's also another truth. So if we go back, technically, to emphasize the exact meaning or fact, Robin is Canadian, although it's not followed, or the best sense of the situation. So I don't live in Canada. I don't know about Canada. I don't vote. I don't have any property in Canada. In many ways, I am not Canadian. All right. Let's move on to another example. Although, technically, COVID is still spreading, the world is acting like the pandemic is over and trying to return to normal. So technically, COVID is still spreading around the world every day. It's still going everywhere. It's still spreading, technically. So that's the truth. But in people's minds, that's not really true anymore. They think, oh, that situation is kind of over. It's not over. But in people's minds, their feeling, their sense is COVID is ending. Technically, if we follow the facts, no, that's not true. But in the kind of mental sense, how people view COVID today and how they viewed it years ago, very different. Let's look at another one. Technically, a tomato is a fruit, not a vegetable. Okay, so if we go by the rules of how they define a fruit and vegetable, If we follow the exact rules, a tomato is a fruit, technically. But in people's minds and their sense of what a tomato is, they treat it like a vegetable. All right. So technically it's a fruit, but actually people eat it and prepare it like a vegetable. Let's look at another example. The computer took a minute to download the file. Okay, so someone says the computer took a minute to download the file. Well, technically it took 53 seconds. So, 1 minute is 60 seconds, and most people will just say it took a minute to download. But technically, if we looked exactly, it took 53 seconds. But nobody's going to say it took 53 seconds to download. They're just going to say it took a minute to download. But technically, it took 53 seconds. Technically, North Korea and South Korea are still at war. I live in South Korea, and North Korea and South Korea are still at war. Technically. So what that means is in the early 1950s, North Korea, South Korea, they had the war. It did not finish. All right. There was no peace treaty. There was no end to the war. They signed an agreement to stop for a little bit, but we're still in that agreement. So technically, there's still a war. But in people's minds, yeah, there is no war, right? We don't go outside, or we don't worry about being attacked every day. Everyone feels the war is over, but technically there is still a war, although there hasn't been fighting since the early 1950s. Let's look at another example here. Let's see if I can fit that. Okay. My friend says, I have a dialogue here. Robin, I heard you're a professor at a university. And Robin, that's technically true. Okay, so I'm introducing a new phrase here, technically true. So I want to say his statement is true, technically. So that's technically true. That's a fact. I am a professor. It says in my contract, Professor Robin. But I do not have a PhD. Also, I do not do research and publish articles. So a real professor has, usually they have a PhD, and I don't have a PhD. And a real professor will do research, and they will write and publish articles. I do not do that. So am I a professor? Well, technically, in my contract, it says professor, but the reality is I'm not acting like a real professor. In my mind, I do not consider myself a professor. So it's technically true, but the reality is very different. We have another expression here, technically speaking. You might hear technically speaking. Now, technically and technically speaking, that means the same thing. So you could say technically speaking, or you could just say technically. It means the same thing. Again, this is more of a spoken English phrase. So technically speaking, you can't work in Korea without a work visa. So technically speaking, if you want to follow the law exactly, you can't work in Korea without a work visa. But many do. So technically, you can't work here unless you have a work visa. But the reality, many people are working in Korea without a work visa. Let's look at a few more examples. Another dialogue. Robin again. Can I move to New York and become a famous actor? So think about that. I'm 47. I'm a man. Can I move to New York and become a famous actor? What do you think? Well, my friend says that is technically possible. Technically possible, but not likely. So technically possible means it's 99.9999% impossible. Not going to happen. But there is that little piece, little bit. It could happen. It is possible. So we use the expression technically possible to say, yes, if something really, some sort of miracle happened, I could go to New York and become a famous actor. It's technically possible, but not likely. It's not going to happen. 99.999% not going to happen. Impossible. But we do use the phrase technically possible to say it is a fact or a truth that could happen if something amazing occurred, but probably not going to happen. All right. So another one of these. Student says, can I get a band 9 score on IELTS, the IELTS speaking or the IELTS academic test? Robin, that's me, and I'll say yes, it is technically possible. It's technically possible for anybody to get a band 9 score. That's the top score on the IELTS test. It's technically possible for everyone. But you'll probably get a band 7 score. That's what I'm going to say to this student. So it's technically possible for you to start training and go to the Olympics and win a gold medal. It is possible, but highly, very, very unlikely. So that's technically possible. All right, so we're going to the homework now. So you got to write 3 sentences using technically. Do your best. I prefer you focus on the meaning 3. That's a little more tricky. Again, check your spelling, spacing, all of that. Why did this change? There. Number 1, check the spelling, spacing, and punctuation. Fix up your sentence and then post it in the comments. I will check it. That is how we use technically. Again, going back, I know the third one is a little tricky. It takes some practice to get used to. So you want to emphasize the exact meaning of something, but that meaning is not the reality. It's not followed, or it's not the best sense of the real situation. All right? So that's your homework. Write those 3 sentences. It's open to everyone. I will check it. Good luck. Please do your homework.